Hi, it's the Lipstick Gal. Thank you so much for watching today. Let's do another makeup update. I can't believe how much new makeup has made it into my collection. I just keep getting more and more and more. And I feel like I need to put a pin in it. And I know that the Christmas and July sale from Sydney Grace is coming up. Let me know if you want me to do some pre-sale swatching or recommendations for you. If not, I may just try and sit tight and hang back because, dude, there's so much stuff. I'm gonna start with cheek products. I got a couple of highlights, one that I don't love and one that is fantastic. This right here is the About Face Light Lock Highlighting Fluid. The reason that I don't love this is because I can't put it on as a highlight because it eats through everything. So it has this giant chunky doe foot. I like the packaging. I really like the color. This is the shade Roses in the Wall. You see how pretty it is? I mean, it is really, really a lovely shade. The problem I've been having with this is it feels, especially feels very emollient. Now, I don't know if the glow is coming from an oil or whether it's coming from the pieces of reflective mica that are in here, but every time I put this on top of anything, it breaks it up. I've used a brush, I've used a sponge, I've used my fingers. I've really tried and it'll eat through whatever blush and foundation I already have down. So then I have to go and touch up the blush because it'll leave a hole. I'll get a little bit of a pinky glow, but it will have eaten through the blush. And so at that point, I got to go and touch up the blush. It's just super finicky. I don't know that this is the formula for a liquid highlight that I'm going to recommend. If you want one that's really good, the Charlotte Tilbury Light ones are good. The Lisa Eldridge Elevated Glow is amazing. I also really like, and this one's kind of like a hybrid because it's part gel and part cream. It's the KJH brand highlight duo. One is a little clear gloss and the other is a cream, and you mix them together and oh, it's amazing. So if you're looking for something that is along this line, I would say even the Hollywood Flawless filter, I would recommend that before recommending this. This, although it is a pretty product, it's just really hard to wear on top of other makeup, whether it's set or whether it's not set. This just kind of dissolves whatever's underneath it. So this right here is from Danessa Myricks. I love this. I am wearing this today very, very lightly, but this is from the Yummy Skin line. This is the Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder Lowlighter, and this is the shade Unbothered. All right, so it is very subtle, which I like, but it has a really pretty reflect to it. And for some reason, I just can't stop using this. It's so pretty. I like using it mostly as a blush, but I do have some actual blush on today. And so today I'm using it as a highlight, but it's a lot. Now I feel like I might have just put on too much and now I'm like, too blushy? Hold please. That's better, but it's still not where I want it to be. I'm just gonna leave it for now. This I like using as a blush, mainly because, I mean, do you see how pink it is compared to my natural skin tone? It works better for me as a glowy blush. I have used it as a highlight, but I have to use the smallest amount and usually place it lower. If I place it too high here, it gets too close to my eye, so I kind of have to place it a little bit lower on the cheekbone. But this is that beautiful formula that Danessa makes in both her Blurring Balm powder, in her Blurring Balm blushes. It has that really unique ingredient called Upsolite, which will keep your skin from getting too oily. I just love this. It feels really good. It doesn't end up feeling tacky or sticky. It feels like nothing on your skin, and it wears really well. I have two of the balm powders that I really like. They're very pigmented shades. Same is true here. I would love to see a pale champagne shade. There is a stronger gold shade, there's a bronze shade, there's this one, but I would like to see something that's just a little bit less because I would use the living daylights out of it. These are great, but there's a caveat. Okay, so I wish I had picked up and they didn't have it, which is why I don't have it. This right here, the Buttermelt Bronzer from NYX in a lighter shade. I have shade number 2. I am wearing it today. Does it work? Yes. Is it beautiful? Yes. And I like that we have kind of like a slightly satiny sheen to this. It really reminds me of the Physicians Formula butter bronzers. It has kind of like that coconutty like sunscreeny scent to it. So it's really pretty and it's not too dark for me. I feel like shade 1 though, I wouldn't have to be as careful of, because what I end up having to do is I'll take a big brush like this, I'll like tap it in once and I have to tap it off other places and then lightly stamp in several places around my face and then start buffing, because this is a little pigmented and I could very easily get too bronzed too quick, but it does work for me. I feel like shade number 1 would probably be better, but it was sold out everywhere. And when I saw it in store, I'm like, well, shade number 2 should probably work. Should have gone for the lighter shade. Now this one here, I bought it online because it wasn't anywhere in store. I am wearing this today. This is the one that's Butter with Thyme, and this is number 7. Okay, so this one is described as a watermelon shade, and it looks like I haven't touched the pan, but I promise I have, because I do have this on today. But do you know how little of this you need? The smallest amount. These are so pigmented. There are several shades, and I really feel like these are the blushes for somebody who likes blush, or for somebody whose drugstore blushes just don't show up on their skin tone. It is very much a cool blush. It kind of has that feel of like a Barbie or a bubblegum sort of shade. So it's not one of my most reached for shades, but it is really lovely. I just have to be so careful. Like I have been using like this little teeny tiny, super soft, very small, wispy brush. This is the Wayne Goss number 14 to tap in, tap off, and then lightly, you know, go to both sides and then start buffing, and then take a brush like this that I dip into a little bit of setting powder and go over the top, because it is so much. It's so much. I feel like I would do better with a lighter shade of this too, but they're not any place I can find them locally. They're not at my local Walmart, at any of my drugstores, at my local Ulta. I don't know what they look like in person. And this one online looked like I could use that. That looks good. Oh, you need the smallest amount. Here's another blush I have been using non-stop since I got it. This is from About Face. This is the shade Champagne Room in their Cheek Freak formula. So this is a beautiful, beautiful, and I didn't want to wear this today because I'm always wearing this blush, I feel like, since I got it, but it's such a pretty, so wearable cream to powder formula, because it's really creamy and balmy here, and then once it dries down, it's a powder. It is, I mean, like literally you can't feel it. It is beautiful. I have even on days worn this on cheeks and lips. I like it. This is great. I don't know that there is another shade in this range that would be as useful to me as this kind of corally kind of, it's not really a pink, it's not really an orange, it's kind of that beautiful corally realm. And I don't know that I need anything else, but they have some really fun shades. Reds, lavenders. If you have olive skin tone, that lavender shade would be stunning on you. But I really feel like these are great. I picked this up at my local Ulta because when I was on the About Face website, they were out of blush. I was like, whoa, must be popular. I bought so much About Face. I will link the video for you in the description bar down below where I'm trying on a full face. I fell in love with their foundation, and then I was like, that's so good, I want to try. And then I got this, which didn't work for me, but I said, you know what, there's enough other good stuff here, let me see what there is. And so I picked up these guys. These, and I'm wearing both of these shades today. These are the eye paints. These are the matte fluid eye paints. Man, these are so good. These were in my June favorites. I've been using these so much, and I have been using them kind of like as a base, and I'm not a primer sort of person. I'm not a primer girly. I normally don't need primer or use primer, but these have been kind of using like primer. I don't know why. This one here is so easy because it's a nice cooler shade. This one's called Smell Before Rain, and this one is Capulets, and Capulets is what I have kind of buffed in the crease like this. And this is the shade I had all over my lid before I started packing on another thing I'm going to show you, but these are so good. They do not move. They do not budge. They do not flake. They are fantastic. The other thing that I put on my eye today was this. This is a single from Half Magic. This is just their eyeshadow single, and this one here is called Wet Pebble. So you can remove this little guy here. It's a metal pan. You can put it in a metallic palette. So if you have a palette of singles, this would go in there very easily. I like having it in this bright lime green cardboard packaging because I know exactly what it is. And this is kind of like the little razzle dazzle I've been laying on top of my eye. Now, I love this. I do have some problems because look how pretty. It's like a little jewel. I love that. It's so, so pretty. It's very creamy. It's very emollient. So I've had wear problems with this, and I hate to say that because she's so beautiful. The problem that I have is if I don't wear it with something down first, like a primer or something like this, it tends to settle in the crease and then it tends to crease up and it looks like I've been sleeping in my makeup. You know what I'm saying? All right. The other problem I have is because it is so creamy and is so reflective that when my mobile lids are open, when my eyes are open, the mobile lid touches up here right above the crease of my natural eye, and then I'll get transfer from here up here. I think I have a little bit of it going on like right in through here. And then after a long day, I have so much of it, it kind of reminds me of like old-fashioned clown makeup where the eyes are drawn really tall and narrow because I get that going up here. So I'm forever trying to like blend it out, but I'm bound and determined to figure this out because she's so beautiful. I don't know that it would make me want to go and buy another one of these. I know they have mattes, but this shade here, this shade is the one that pulled me in. Look how pretty and reflective it is. You know how much I love shiny things. And the fact that this is kind of like a cooler sort of, I fell in love with it. And I really, 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 really wanted to love it. And I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm just saying that this is one of those that I have to work harder with every time I wear it. But guess who's still wearing it? I did pick up a new brow pencil. This one is from About Face. This is called their Brow Artist. And this is in shade number 5, which is ash brown. It's one of those triangular brow pencils, and I am wearing it today. I have really been loving smaller pencils that are teensy tiny, like the 1mm from CoverGirl or the 0.8mm from Benefit. There are so many really good pencils out there. I like this one. I'm wearing it today. I don't think that I would have to get it again. I do like that it has a really nice spoolie, and you can see I've been using mine, but I like that this spoolie isn't too hard or too soft. This is like the perfect spoolie for going through and distributing product. Is it a good product? Yes. If you like a slightly softer triangular shaped pencil, I think you would like this. It comes in a lot of shades. I'm not mad at it, but there are other pencils that I'm liking just a little bit better. Now, what I have been liking and I have been wearing, and I'm even wearing today, are these guys. These are from What's Up Beauty. So What's Up Beauty reached out and asked if they could send me some things, and I was like, yeah. They sent me some stuff last year and head over heels. But I'm wearing the black liquid liner today, and these are like little ink liners and they have mixing balls in them. So the black one is the one that I'm wearing today with the tiniest little wing because I don't want it to get, this can easily get out of hand for me, but I really love this. These are felt tip, but look how black the black is. It's like, boom, it's beautiful. But my favorite one is this one. This is from their Egyptian Queen collection. And guess who is multichrome? Look at that. So it looks gold here, and then it kind of goes green, and it comes out sometimes looking blue in certain areas. It's a multichrome. It's hard to see in the camera, but I promise you, if you're wanting something that's kind of like fun and different, you're going to love this liner. They're so good. They last really well. And what I've been doing with the multichrome is I'll put on just a little bit of something really easy and nude, like one of these. I'll kind of tap it in. I won't take it up high, but just kind of on the lid. I'll curl my lashes, throw on that multichrome liner that's so much fun, especially for summertime, and then throw on some mascara, and that's it. That's my whole eye look, where it's basically just evening out my eyelid, nothing shiny except for this. It's been great. Really, really have been loving these. Another thing that What's Up sent me was this. Last year they had sent me their like essential eye brush set, which I have been head over heels for. I love these. These are the first set they sent me, and these are all made out of white goat hair. And they are cruelty-free, meaning that they collect the hair from the goats, and the goats continue to live happy lives. Here, this is like their detail brush set. Here's what's funny. When the owner reached out to me, she says, I would love to send you our new Egyptian Queen collection. I was like, great. And I happened to write down in a PS, like, P.S. Thank you so much for sending the brushes. I love them. I use them every day. And she goes, oh, well, let me send you our other set. And I feel bad because I almost feel like it was like, I wasn't asking for them, but it might have sounded that way. I was just saying, I love your products. They're so good. So these are great. And these are specifically made for detail work. So this one right here and this one right here, this is the R11 and the R12 are the two that are, I mean, they're so teeny tiny, but they do have a mixture of synthetic and white goat hair. And the rest of these, the R8 through the R10, are really great. I love this pencil brush. This pencil brush is so great. And this one right here was the one I was using today to put on this Half Magic. It's so beautiful, but I like how small it is. I have been loving using this little push liner brush here to get stuff into my lash line. So I can go in and kind of like, not really tight line, but make sure in between the lashes, I'm blanking out areas. Sometimes I'll do it with powder. Sometimes I'll do it with a gel liner. Sometimes I'll do it with a liquid liner. And this is a really great way to do it. So if you are curious about, like, this is a great brush. If you ever want some beautiful natural hair brushes, I really like the ones from What's Up. I love a lip product all year long, but come summertime, I love my lip oils and my lip glosses. And I picked this up. Okay, I've already mentioned how I didn't like this. This is the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Glow Reviver Lip Oil. So this is from their Jelly Pop collection. And I already know I love the Glow Reviver Lip Oil formula because I already have 2 of them. And they're so pretty. And this one's nice because it's like kind of like a paley, you know, pinky shade, and it has some really pretty, I think it's the only one in their lineup that has a little bit of sparkle, but the scent, oh, the scent is terrible. Now, I was mentioning in a recent video how the new Glossier Strawberry Balm.com smells like artificial strawberry with a hint of plastic. Now, it does, but it smells that way, and it smells good. It smells like strawberry candy. It doesn't smell, and that little hint of plastic for me who grew up in the 70s and 80s, like my strawberry shortcake doll smelled just like that. And so for me, it's nostalgia. I didn't have any watermelon shortcake dolls. So the hint of plastic in here is also particularly strong. There's also a very chemical smell to this. Now, the lip oil itself feels and looks just like the lip oils that e.l.f. already has, but those have a mint scent to them. I know that we're going for the watermelon thing here, but this smells disgusting. I rarely use that word, but like I can't. I'm always drinking out of a beverage. I've got some water in here today, and as you can see, I do have transfer from, you know, my lip product today to my my mason jar. But when this gets on whatever container I'm drinking out of, the taste is terrible. The smell is terrible, and it lingers. Don't buy this. What I have loved, and I got another one of recently, is the Cherry Pick Lip Butters from About Face. I had the one in Kiwi Fuzz. This one here is in Watermelon Take, and such a pretty color for summer. I love how these are those glossy, glassy, kind of melting gloss and stick forms, but opaque. A lot of times, like the ones from Tarte, are not this pigmented. So here's Kiwi Fuzz, and this is Watermelon Take. I just love that these are so pigmented. I do find that since I have more mature lips, I'm 49, I do have those, you know, fine lines all around. And if something really glossy is on there, it tends to kind of go places. So I do pair these with a lip liner, but they're great because they're glossy. They're very comfortable, very nourishing. But if you're young like my teenagers, you can wear these and they don't go outside your vermilion border. But if you've got older lips like mine, pair it with a lip liner. And the ones from About Face are fantastic. The lip gloss I'm wearing today is the Charlotte Tilbury Plumpgasm. This is the lightest shade in Pillow Talk Light Medium. They do have a medium deep. So this is what it looks like. It's less pink and a little bit more nude with a pink tinge. I really like it. And I've been wearing that first layer that I put on for more than an hour. So it hangs tight. It feels good, but now the plumping is kicking in. It feels like there's a little bit of a, I'm not sure if it's cooling or whether it's heat. I'm feeling both. It feels like a little tingly, like it's cooling, but it's also burning a little bit. Now, burning is a bad, I feel like that says that it's like uncomfortable. I can really handle stuff on my lips. And this is not super irritating. I used to use stuff that was way more irritating than this. This on a scale of, you know, 1 to 10 is probably like a 4.5 to a 5. For some people, that's too much. For me, it's just enough, and I don't mind the feel of the tingle, but I do really like it. I like the gloss, and I know that my oldest loves this so much. She's forever reaching for this. She loves it. After like, where's my Charlotte Tilbury? I picked up another Lisa Eldridge lipstick. This one is not a new shade, but this is one that I never had before. This is Velvet Carnival. I haven't worn it as much as I would like, but it is a very cool, bright fuchsia pink. I love the Velvet formula. The matte formula from Lisa Eldridge is probably my all-time favorite lipstick formula. I have almost all of these. There's a lot of them. It's kind of embarrassing to say that, but I love them so much. If you want to see what it looks like on, I'll link below my Lisa Eldridge pink lipstick video that I did recently, where I'm swatching all of the pink lipsticks and showing you comparisons on the back of my hand so you can see which ones are warmer, which ones are cooler, which ones are sheerer, which ones are darker. I hope you'll find that helpful, and I'll put that in the description bar down below. But I love this, and I feel like summertime's the perfect time to pull this out, but I want to do a really pared down look with it, so it's just lips. Last lipsticks I have for you are these guys here. These are from What's Up Beauty, from their Egyptian Queen collection. Oh my goodness, these are fantastic. I love these. I have been wearing these quite a bit. I'm wearing one of them today underneath my gloss, but what I love about these, let me just show you. This is what the bullet looks like. It starts out with the face of Nefertiti, and all around the bullet, you're gonna find all sorts of beautiful hieroglyphics. There even were ones like right here on the surface, but I used it, so you can't see them anymore. But the shades are really pretty. This one here is called Seba, and it is kind of like a mauve nude shade. It's definitely cooler. There's like a peachy nude one called Eye of Ra, which is this one. And the darkest one is a terracotta called Ankh. What I love about these, this formula is beautiful. It is a matte formula. It's very comfortable. I'm surprised at how comfortable these are. Some of my favorite things about these lipsticks, okay, I'm a sucker for this cobalt blue packaging. It's metal. It's heavy. It's weighted. The texture on the outside, oh my goodness, she's so pretty. She's so pretty. There's also the What's Up monogram on the top. One of my favorite things is, look, each one of the stickers on the bottom is color coordinated to the shade of the lipstick. But to me, I think the best part that makes it feel so luxurious, this is what I'm a sucker for. A magnetic closure. Oh, it's so beautiful. So it's heavy, it's weighty, it's beautiful. And this is in the mid-20s. I don't understand how Elena can do this. Elena is the CEO and the owner of What's Up Beauty. I don't know. It's a mystery. It's a mystery. But if you love, first of all, beautiful packaging, something that's heavy and luxe, magnetic closure, the formula is really good. What I would love is more options, because right now, these are the only 3 bullet lipsticks from What's Up Beauty. But let me tell you, between their eyeliners and their eye brushes and the eyeshadow palette that I have and these lipsticks, everything has been super impressive, and they're a great indie brand. But keep in mind, they did send me everything that I've tried from them in PR, but whether it comes in PR or not, I'm always going to tell you, I really like these. I've been using the lipsticks a lot. I love this eyeliner, those brushes. You see me with those pink handles all the time. So just keep in mind, yes, they were PR, but they are fab. All right, last thing I have for you is I got a couple of setting sprays. Now, this one here from e.l.f. is interesting. It's the Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. It is, as you can see, biphase, meaning that there is a layer of water and oil that you have to shake up to activate, and then you can spray it. And what I love about this, you see how fine the mist is? You can just barely feel, I can just see it wafting through the air. Talk about an atomizing spray. This is the finest mist I've ever found on a drugstore spray. The other one I have though, oh my goodness. This is the One Size Until Dawn. I had for the longest time been using the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray from Charlotte Tilbury. This is no joke. It keeps my makeup on. It keeps it strong all day long, as does this. And this is less expensive. This is in the $30 range. This I think is in the $40 range. I think I'm going to keep buying this. The only downside to this is that it's an aerosol. That's the only downside, because like when you spray it, it's a very fine spray. It's so fine, so fine. And it does keep my makeup on in a way that, I mean, nothing is going to get it off until I'm breaking it up with a cleansing balm at the end of the night. This is not just setting everything in place. It's also waterproof. I don't know if you've seen Patrick Starr. You know, he'll do a full face, spray this on and dunk his face in water and then dry it with a towel, and there's nothing on the towel. I mean, he's not rubbing, but he's patting. That's amazing. So I really do like this. I would love it if they could put it in something like this, so we're not dealing with the aerosol aspect of it. But I don't know. I don't know what's in the works, but both of those has been good. If I need something a little glowy, I'll put this on. If I want something to help keep everything in place and stay all day, it's the one size for me. All right, there we go. Thank you so much for watching today. I want to know, what have you been trying? What have you been loving? What has really been kind of blowing your socks off? Let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to check the description box for the videos about the other products that I've been telling you about here. I have try-on videos there for you. And that's also where you'll find links to all of these products. And keep in mind, those links are affiliate links. You can use them or not. It's up to you. Thank you so much for watching today. Have an incredible day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.